everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Now we're starting off over here in the Nether. I figured I would skip going through the portal and all that good stuff because we have got a little bit of a trip to make. Let me see, I think... Wait, is it this way? Yes, it is. Okay. Still need to put up signs. Haven't really come up with a very good method for signage for in the Nether. And I figure out a way to, I just try to go on my own memory, and that only works as long as I'm using the tunnels. When I don't use them for a couple episodes, my brain starts going, Piggy, where do you think you're going, buddy? But we got, like I said, we got a little bit of a trek to do, so I'm going to explain what's going on. So in previous episode, we built a mushroom farm, and I AFK'd over at that mushroom farm for a few hours, and I got some mushrooms out of it, but not a terrible amount. Now, I need to do some tests because I'm wondering if maybe there's a better way to build that farm. A different way that might function a little bit better. I know that there's a design by Ilmango, but I wanted to try and one, come up with my own design, and two, I didn't want to use minecarts for the capture. I wanted to use water so that there wasn't a whole timing mechanism for all that. But wow, we got here a whole lot quicker than I thought we would. We zoom, zoom, zoom right on over here. So today we're going to do something really cool. Look at that up there. Now, I got to remember, did I make a way to get up there? I think this was it. When we break this, is it going to lead us up? I think it is. Okay, cool. So I brought a whole bunch of materials over here. I found a whole bunch of double chests that actually had some cobblestone in it. Forgot that I even had it. Okay, you know what I didn't do? I didn't bring a shield. I didn't bring bow and arrows. Who do I think I am? Mr. Invincible Pants? What's going on here? Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to put this stuff right here. Can that open? Yes, it can. Okay. Go ahead and dump this stuff in here. We'll leave that behind. I'm going to bring a bunch of torches because I want to lock down those spawners. And I got myself an ender pearl and some fire resistance and a potion of regeneration. So we're going to go ahead and drink these potions because, well, let's see. This one's going to last us 8 minutes. So that one's good. How long does this one last? 1.5 minutes. So let's save that just in case something bad starts to happen. But, you know what? And let's also do this. Oh, I do have arrows. Hello. All right. Let's put our good tools. I drink the potion and then I start getting a plan. All right. So let's put the good tools over here. Let's see here. That is not going to give me much protection. That'll give me some protection. And I don't... Well, we'll keep the feather falling just in case. Because if I throw this ender pearl to get me out of a tight squeeze, we want to be able to hit the ground and not get hurt. So we left the hat and the shoes behind. Everything else is good. Oh man, could we actually do this? Let's get up here. And what I need to do is start spamming all of these torches because we need to light up this whole area. We need to ensure that no matter what, we're not going to get any spawning going on. Was that it? Was it that? Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that easy. Now you, sir, whoa, you died easy. And I hear another blaze. Where? Oh, he's on the side. Okay, so you stay over there, and let's see if we can go over here and get this one as well. Oh, and we only have these 2 entrances to worry about, so that's going to be awesome as well. But today what we're going to do is we're going to try and capture these areas, and we're going to work on a double blaze farm. Now, I've got a design for a single spawner. Wow, that was really easy, except I hear one. And we need to get rid of this because that's just going to invite a ghast to spawn right above our heads. I can feel it. I was using that to help count out some stuff so I could build in a creative world. But I think for now, we can do this. You? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? I thought we lit this area up. What happened? Whoop! Right in your face. Get wrecked. Now, how come... Oh, I didn't light that up. Let's light this up. I guess I need to bring some blocks over here and block off this area. But here's what I'm going to try and do. So... How is it that you people are spawning like this? Get out of here. No one wants you. Go away. And you, go away. And you, go away. Okay, so I think I'm safe right here for the moment, except for him. Whoop! Nope, overshot. What we don't need to do is hit the pigs. That's for certain. But anyway, the design that I've got basically has these spawners way up above your head, and it's one spawner. But these two spawners are kind of strange. They're like catty corner from each other. And I was going to try something a little different, but then I got to thinking about it. What I need to do is build like a big chamber that's going to hold both of these spawners and let the blazes drop down. And I'm going to use like slime block sweepers to sweep them into a central point and then bring them to me. So what I'm thinking about doing is making it where the floor is probably going to be level. You just hang on, I'm talking. The floor is going to be level about where those blocks are. I think that's 3 above that, and so that's going to let us, you know, be fine. Oh, now I'm going to get hit. You go away. I think we still got enough. I think we still got enough. I'm sitting here wasting time in one of the more dangerous places I've ever been. This is not smart. Let's get rid of you. Whoa. You drop. You drop. I love these fire potions. This is insane. And that's crazy too, because I thought that I had that all lit up, but I guess not. Oh, get out of the way. You think you're going to shoot me, but you don't. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to box in those areas so that we can start working with them and not get any more blazes spawning. I need to get that area safe. I'm going to start getting... what I really need to do is box in a whole bunch of it, because we got to keep gas from shooting at us and shooting any of the redstone that we're going to build. So I'm going to start to work on that, get that a little bit more lined out. So that way, you know, everything's safe. You're not watching me derp around on camera. And once I get something a little more concrete and kind of working, I'm going to bring you back and show you the progress. Wow, I go to shoot him in the face and he disappears. Yeah, chicken? Oh, he's not a chicken. Let's see, let's not get somewhere where we can get knocked over. So this is the outside of the two farms. I've managed to get them sealed into boxes, which is good. And let's go ahead and come over here. We'll seal that up so nobody can get in. So I went ahead and sealed everything in really good, because I realized real quick, if I didn't start sealing stuff up, we were going to get attacked from all kinds of things. But I went ahead and built this out of nether brick so that it matches the rest of the fortress. Well, we have got redstone. We've got a crazy redstone monstrosity going on over here. I don't know how much you can really tell what this is or not. All right, so probably should have done this a better way. I'm going to flip a lever and try to jump down real quick. There you go. So you could see that move forward, move forward, move forward. So we'll come back up here, take the power off, and it should all... Nope, nope, nope. Not eat chicken. Flip the lever. And it retracts. That one retracts. And that last one should retract. Oh, that's the last one. Okay, so they all retracted. So that's what we got going on with that. And, let's see here. Now, I've had to, like, the floor used to be level with that, and I had to lower it because I thought... Apparently you can't put ladders on leaf blocks. Let's see here. Let's do this. And then we'll just come back. We'll replace this later. We'll put you back later, sir. No problems. Don't you worry. I want to jump up in here so we can actually show the audience what in the world's going on. So I'm using leaf blocks because leaf blocks are not going to act like glass. Leaf blocks are going to let slime blocks slide past them. And I was going to use furnaces, which I've done in the past, but with so much room in here, I need to make sure that nothing spawns in this area. I don't want zombie pigs to get caught in the machine. I don't want ghasts to show up inside. We don't need ghasts to be any kind of a guest. Sure don't need that. Let's see here. Can we do this? Yes, we can. We can do this. Yes, we can. So this is right above us. This cobblestone is underneath the spawner. And the spawner, you can kind of see that fire. Spawner's actually right there. Boop. We'll cap that off for now. So what's going to happen is blazes are going to spawn in this general vicinity, and they're going to drop down, and they're going to get swept 3 levels down to this central part. Now, like I said, these are slightly off center from each other. It would be nice if I could have found one a little more configured properly, but no worries at all. So that's why you saw those 2 structures pointing up there earlier. But what I'm going to have to do, and I'm going to probably wait, but what I'm going to have to do is open up all this cobblestone so that as those blazes spawn, they'll drop down. And what would be a smart idea, and we'll see if we can remember to do this idea properly, I probably need to go get myself some more of those fire potions, fire resist potions, before I try to do something like that, because I've got both sides I need to open up. And as I start opening up that area, there's torches up in there right now to keep that area lit so that no bad guys will spawn. But as we start breaking into that, that's going to change real quick. Real quick. And we're going to end up with blazes everywhere, and we don't need to get lit on fire and then lose all of our great gear while we're in there. So down here is just wide open for now. I haven't really decided what I want to do. There is something that I will need to do in this area eventually, which is we'll need to have another mushroom farm here, and we'll also need a nether wart farm here. Because what is so special about this machine that I'm building is it's going to toss a harming 2 potion up at our feet, and I'll be able to throw it at a bunch of blazes. And I'll also have, do I have it with me? No, I don't. But I'll have a looting sword in my hand that I can switch hands real quick. And it's going to loot sword when the blazes die. It's going to act like I hit them with a looting sword. And so they're going to end up dropping a whole lot more blaze rods than they normally would. But all these inner workings are going to be safe down here. We might be able to put ourselves a few farms down here, so we don't travel all the way back home just to get the ingredients to make the harming potions. We can leave those ingredients over here. But that's what I've got built so far. Not a whole lot, but we're getting along. But like I said, there's a lot to build in this episode, and I want to make sure that I get this thing completed, because we have got a roadmap that we're trying to stay on for the next few episodes. It's important that we stay on schedule, because something very important is going to eventually happen. So I'm going to get back to working on more of this redstone. I've got some minecart stuff I need to set up down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have some droppers that shoot minecarts up. They're going to travel this way, and they're going to pick up a blaze and go that way, and it's going to bring it up. It's going to be a little bit different than the blaze farm that I've designed for just regular use. This one's a little different. It's going to work with the same mechanic, but we're going to take the blazes up to a certain level, because what I want to do is above the blaze spawners, I'm going to cover that roof of those things with glass, and we're going to actually stand up above the farm and be able to look down into the floor and see the blazes spawning and see them getting pushed around by these slime blocks, and then minecarts will catch them and bring them up to the top for us. Stuff your face, Piggy, stuff your face. You got a long way to go. So I'm going to get to working a little bit more on this, try and get, not a moron. No, not moron. I'm going to try and work a little more space on this contraption. And when I get some more stuff working and get some more stuff that I can actually show you what's going on, I'll bring you back and I'll show you the progress. Well, this is going to be a moment of choosing. That's how I'm going to put it. Yeah, that'll be great. This is a moment where I get to choose that I get to play Minecraft, not that I got to fix something. So you might be noticing the room looks a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger, and I seem to be ranting about much ado about nothing, right? Well, much ado about something, that's for sure. So you can see down here, we've lowered the floor a little bit. This area is not as big as it was once before as far as height. As far as room size, everything's much bigger. And the sweepers are different. So I started working with trying to make it where I was going to have these massive sweepers that were going to sweep everything down to a central location. But the problem is that the way that I have my blaze farm designed, it just wasn't going to work. It was going to take forever to pick up a blaze, get it all the way to the end, all the way up and all the way up to the top. I mean, it was going to be so super slow, and there's so much quicker ways to do this. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to reconfigure, I'm going to redesign it, and then I realized, wait a minute, doing all that is going to completely destroy the reason why I built this thing the way it's supposed to work. Now, I know, this looks like an absolute insane Frankenstein of a mess, doesn't it? Well, it's because the blaze farm that I designed, I'm using half of it here, and I'm using half of it here. So we've got basically a spawner, a farm, and only one minecart system to pick those blazes up instead of 2 minecarts to pick them up. See, what ends up happening is you end up collecting so many blazes with 2 minecarts going by that you just sometimes don't have enough blazes in there. You're standing around waiting for them. So by having 1 minecart picking up blazes over here and 1 minecart picking up blazes over here, we're actually doubling the speed of the farm, thereby making use of both spawners. But here's the problem. Here's the rub. Here's what's going wrong. I did something completely backwards. We need to be standing approximately right in this area to make both that spawner and the spawner that we can't see where this is blocked, for both of them to work. Yeah, I built my standing platform way off over here. Don't totally mess that up. So what I've got to do is I've basically got to mirror image all of this. I've got to take this clock and all this stuff, and I've got to put it over here. I've got to take all this platform down and put it right here in the middle, so that way when we're standing at our AFK spot waiting for blazes to get collected, we will actually activate the spawner above me here and the spawner above me here. Now, while all this is set up, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. I figured it would be fun just to make it like a big Piggy made a big whoops. But, okay, so here's what's going on. We have got this switch right here, which makes it where this can be swapped from an AFK mode to a standard mode. So with the AFK mode, the way the system works is when enough blazes get down in there, they get crushed to almost death. This clock counts that out, and then once it's finished counting, it sends a pulse through here, and it ends up spitting a potion of harming up through the floor into our hand, and that is when we'll throw it at the blazes that are right there, and all their drops will get collected. It'd be awesome. We can switch this, and it untoggles all of that, and so the potions don't work anymore, and now we can come over here and take swipes with a sword. And then this system, you gotta wait for it, takes just a second. Notice how it's nice and quiet? This switch shuts off the minecart system, and it shuts off the sweepers. So basically it means that I can leave this area, I can unload the chunks, and I don't have to worry about everything getting stuck. These sweepers for the most part are just fine, but it's the minecarts. And this is, I have an older blaze farm design, and that was the problem. That was one of the big flaws in it, was the minecarts, they just circulated forever, okay? This system actually circulates and then captures, and then circulates and captures back in the hoppers. So if I flip that lever, it basically shuts the whole thing down, and it stores the minecart right there in that spot until I'm ready to turn it back on again. So I don't have to worry about minecarts getting stuck up in there, and then I got to climb up in the machine and get it started again. Yeah, completely different. Like I said, big Frankenstein mess. But when it's all said and done, this room right here we're going to have sealed up. So you're not even going to see all of this mess unless we have to come in here to do some kind of strange maintenance. Maybe they change something in Minecraft and we have to alter things, or redstone contraption glitches out, something weird like that. But other than that, we're going to have this nice encased room, and I'm going to have stairs coming down that lead off to the tunnel. But see, none of that's going to be right there. Oh, no, 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 because we've got to tear all this down and put it right here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off screen for, yeah, I've worked on this all weekend, and now I've got to tear half of it out. So, you know, we'll just keep trying until we get, just keep trying. We'll just keep working at it till we get it. Got to be persistent and not give up. That's the lesson for today, not giving up. Just take a deep breath. Go take a nap, come back with your renewed vigor and strength, and fix the build, Piggy, fix the build. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to tear this up rip it all apart, swap it around 180 degrees, and then I'll bring you back once I've got more of this room built and we can actually show you, hopefully, an actual working farm. You can watch it work instead of me ramble on. Because for all you know, for all you know, I'm using the wrong tool and I'm breaking glass. For all you know, this thing doesn't even work. I could have just thrown a bunch of redstone out here crazy and made it move and told you it was going to work. Hopefully we can get something that actually does. So we're going to flip that on. Ah, the noise. The noise inspires me. The noise inspires me to hurry up and get this thing fixed so we can shut it down. So I'm going to get to working, and I'll bring you back in just a moment. Alright, everybody. I know this is not what you expected to see, but I decided I was going to get real. We're going to get real with this. I'm going to figure this out and make sure that this is going to work before I do this one more time, because I realized I have to tear the whole thing apart and rebuild it again. So third time's a charm, right? All right, so the first thing I did was I laid out a position for both spawners where they are in the world that I'm building. And I just kind of went around. The yellow is the area that you can stand within that keeps that spawner working. And the red is the same for that. And then the orange is where the two intersect. So to make both spawners work, you have to stand within the orange area. So once I had that established, and all this track part and this is going to go, that was a different test that just didn't work. I went up here and I started rethinking how I wanted the sweepers to work, because it was still, I mean, if you look here, I've got a track mess there and a track mess there, and it just, things were not working the way I wanted to. It was almost going to work, but it was still going to be a bit of a mess. So I decided maybe I could go back and redo the sweepers to push all of the blazes into one chamber, and I could build my original blaze farm. That would be cooler. That would be more in line with the tutorial and all that kind of stuff, right? So I tried some different setups, and I think I've come up with a sweeper design that is going to be more compact than the one I was originally trying to come up with, and is also going to do exactly what I want. So we're just going to throw some blazes up here. Hello, noisies. And I think I've got enough time. I can click this and run over here and we can watch it. They get swept down, swept down, swept down, and then one more time. And right now they get flung off into the distance because the other half is not here as well. But basically what we want to do is push them to this point where the blue is, because that's going to be the holding chamber right here. Now, for some reason, these guys right here at this level don't always get pushed to the edge. I don't quite know why. I think on the second push, they actually do. Let's go watch one more time. So that sweeps, and then that sweeps. Yeah, and they get pushed. And since this sweeper mechanism will be working constantly, it'll just be cycling. If they do get stuck on that edge, the next time that cycle comes through, they'll get pushed down anyway. And I don't foresee this machine and these two spawners creating so many blazes that we will get entity cramming happening in that chamber. I think we'll pick them up faster than they will collect, so we don't have to worry about that. So, like I said, third time's a charm. So, I'm going to take this design. I'm going to have to mirror it over here as well. But we have a working system that is going to let us do the original concept, which is capture all of the slime, or not the slimes. I saw them and I thought slimes. Capture all the blazes into a singular chamber, and then we can build the actual farm. So, back to the world, back to building, back to life, back to reality, which is not actually right, because this is not life, and this is not reality. Oh, but it's the only song that popped in my head. So, 10 points for anybody that can tell me what song that is. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the other world. I'm going to actually build this in survival now, and then I'll bring you back, and hopefully I'll have actual real progress to show you. Alright, everybody. I have finished, and you can see right there we have got a monstrosity of a structure sitting there. Now, the whole episode, everything you've been watching, throw it in the trash. See that lava? Just pew, 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 toss it out into the lava, burn it all up, because I have had to change my plans once again. I have rebuilt this farm 4 different times, and I figured out what was the problem. One is I was using a design that I thought I had finished, but it actually wasn't the right design, so that was part of my frustration. The other problem was that I was trying to make an AFK farm. It was going to be where it counted a certain number of blazes, it collected them up to a certain point, and then it would give me a potion to throw at them. And I could do all this while I was in another room in real life, you know, physically away from keyboard and letting my character do everything in game. But it just wouldn't work. It refused to cooperate. And so what I decided to do was, there is a blaze spawner that's real close to the Nether hub. It would make sense to just go ahead and set up a AFK system over there someday. We don't have to do that right now, because you've only got one spawner, and so you're really not worried about time. You've just got your character standing there, while in real life you're doing other stuff, sleeping, eating, going to work, just whatever. It made more sense that if we had a spot with 2 spawners, we would be concerned with time. That's why we've got 2 spawners. We want to make this thing go quicker. So I figured, let's make a non-AFK version over here, and that is what I've finally been able to design. I know I'm not showing you much. Hello, sir. You just chill. You stay right there. Guard the place. So, in real life, I have actually been working on this episode for a little over 2 weeks. And so that's why things aren't finished. I will eventually get a elevator and stuff going right here. But I know that y'all are just sitting there, you're chomping at the bit. You're like, Piggy, come on, show me what's going on. Show me what this is. So we're going to come up in here. Now, so when we come to visit this farm, this is what it'll look like to us. We won't see all that. We'll actually come up in here. So I've got a toggle switch right here where we can turn on and off the lava. I don't know if y'all noticed, but there is lava right now. That's keeping blazes from spawning down there. We have a switch that will turn on sweepers that sweep the all the blazes that spawn, and it'll sweep them into that central point, and it will also turn on minecart systems, which will bring blazes to this room right here. So I figured it would be easier if we just had 2 chambers, one for each spawner. And what's going to happen is they're going to get dropped off into this area, and we can do several things up here. I can, whoop, see how that opened? I can open up that chamber, and it's going to drop blazes down into this area, and then we can seal that off. Now, the reason why we would want to seal that off is because I'm going to also be able to hit this. Well, here, let's do this. We'll break that. And break that. Okay, so now we can see in there. And I'm going to push this button. You have to wait just a second for it. Whoop! So it's going to crush the blazes. So once that crusher is done, we can just sweep the leg and kill the blazes. If they keep dropping in, some of them will get crushed and some of them won't. And so I won't know which ones are and are not. And so it'll be a lot of excessive swinging of my sword to try and kill stuff. So what I got to do is I need to get a looting sword with mending over here. And so what that's going to do, the looting is going to let me get more blaze rods per kill. And then the mending will make sure that all the XP I collect will keep it healed. But y'all probably want to see this thing in motion, don't you? So let's toggle that button. And if you'll watch, just give it a moment. And look, all the lava's going away. Ooh, we've already got blazes spawning. Awesome. So let's go ahead and flip this lever. We'll turn that on. Let's come down here so you can watch it. It takes just a second because the redstone is so far away and it's using clocks and stuff. So this machine takes just a moment or two for it to really warm up. But once it warms up, don't you shoot me. I forgot about that. Oh boy, I hope he didn't tear anything up. Let's, oh my gosh. Are you going to be angry? Are you still tracking me? Oh no, we got a pigman in there. That is not good. Well, he's not tracking me anymore, so that's good as well. But see, once they get up there, they get dropped off, and they get pushed into a chamber, and the room becomes extremely, extremely noisy. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and drop them down. So we've got some down here, and they're I think we're safe from zombie pigs, so we can go ahead and do this as well. Let's go ahead and mob crush them. Screaming and crying pig. Give it just a moment. There we go. And then we'll sweep the leg. Just like Johnny. There we go. So see, one hit kill, which is pretty awesome. You were supposed to die quicker, sir. So now we've got angry pigmen somewhere. Alright, so, and then right here, we're just going to collect. It won't be rotted flesh normally. It'll just be blaze rods. But there you go. So now we've got a blaze farm, which is really awesome because the blaze rods are going to help us make potions, and potions are going to be very important moving forward. But this is today's project. Yeah, a blaze farm. Do you have a blaze farm design that you really enjoy to use, or do you have a blaze farm design that you've come up with yourself? Build it, take pictures of it, you know the drill, and then send it to me on Twitter so I can tweet it out for everybody else to see. I would love to see all the different designs that everybody uses to capture these guys. Let's see, let's go and seal that up, and we'll get one more harvest out of this. But that is going to be today's project, and I would love to see your builds. What I'm going to do now is I can't AFK over here, but I'm going to be over here for a while. We're going to try and get ourselves a bunch of blaze rods so that we can get ourselves some potions, because we've got to get ready for next episode. And next episode is going to involve some potions. It's going to be really cool. I hope you stick around to see it. I know a lot of y'all have really anticipated it. I'm building it up. Did I shut everything off? I did shut everything off. I was like, wow, it got really quiet. So I'm going to get myself ready so I can get some potions. We're going to get that rotted flesh out of there. That's not supposed to be in there. You get your builds done and get them tweeted out to me, and I hope to see you in the next episode.